What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shockwave48 here, and welcome back to another video. And today we got new intel on My Hero Academia Season 6, and we pretty much understand what's the situation going on because I haven't forgot. We noticed that Toga has twice his blood, and she becomes twice. She makes some clones, and they're in a different area where All For One, Dabi, Toga, a new Nomu, I guess. I don't know the name of it. And of course, someone else. I totally forgot, but and of course Ochako, Hawks, Endeavor, and Todoroki is there as well. So they got to come up with a plan to stop these guys. I mean, either one of them has to go down, and someone has to take off one. And I'm pretty sure Dabi is going to pretty much die pretty soon. So he's actually at his limit of his flame power. So Endeavor's going to have to step up because he's in bad shape. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm pretty sure we're going to find out on this video. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what's going on.
Now, we've got like a week and a half or more for the next chapter of My Hero Academia, which gives us a lot of time to talk about our expectations, and that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. My first possible expectation for this chapter is Bakugo wakes up. Deku explains in the most recent chapter that there's just too much going on, and since his body hasn't gotten a chance to rest after using Gear Shift, he literally can't breathe and he needs a second, but the second user tells him to keep pushing despite this. Now, while I think the second user has the right intention, Deku is going to likely have to rest for a while here, and to buy him some time, I think we will see Bakugo getting back up and resuming his fight with Shigaraki in his new awakening, picking up enough slack for Deku to fight either without Gear Shift in order to catch his breath, or maybe just being enough to end the fight alongside Deku with their full power combined. I really think eventually we are due for Bakugo to wake up. I don't think that we're gonna have all that battling and all that quirk awakening stuff that he did not pick up again and not having him fight anymore for the rest of the series, since this is the end of the series seemingly. So I'm really excited to see what might happen when Bakugo wakes up. But speaking of Deku and Shigaraki, I think there's going to be a conversation between Deku and Shigaraki where Deku asks Shigaraki the same sort of questions he asked Muscular. Tenko Shimura, why do you do what you do? Was there ever any other path for you, and is it too late for you? I think what's been hinted at is the fact that All For One and Shigaraki can see the wielders of One For All behind Deku, and if they can hear them, I wonder if Nana Shimura would chime in to explain to Shigaraki in this moment of freedom the true context of her fight with All For One and how he caused her to have to leave Kotaro behind. And that while his entire adult life he's been pretty much told by All For One that this is the path that he wants, in actuality it's not too late for him to get what he initially wanted most, which was to become a hero. And yes, of course, I don't think that Shigaraki is actually going to become a hero with a cape and atone for all the things that he did. I think the only thing that would possibly work towards that end is him killing All For One, right? And then somehow being taken out at the same time, because I don't see Shigaraki living until the end of the story and people just accepting that he's walking around okay. But maybe Yoichi will even chime in to tell Shigaraki how he's just the next in line to be used by his brother. But I can never tell how Shigaraki will respond to stuff like this. He genuinely might not care about any of it, but here I think is the most interesting time to get his response now that he knows more than ever that All For One is trying to take away his free will and deny his path just like he feels like his father did. And Deku might be one person trying to reach a handout to a guy that destroys everything that he touches. Prediction number 3 is Endeavor's quirk awakening. At the end of the last chapter, we saw that the heroes at Gunga Mountain Villa are in a tough situation because they're dealing with Twice, Toga, All For One, multiple Nomu, and Dabi all at the same time. So they need Endeavor to take Dabi down, or at least take him out of the fight. And we saw Endeavor flaming up once again in order to begin his battle against his son. We know that Endeavor burns out easily, and now he's about to fight a fire user with stronger flames than his, meaning his only possible way of winning is by having better technique and experience than Dabi. Or the other possible way is by doing the usual shonen thing where he gets a crazy power boost like getting blue flames from throwing away his limits and forsaking his body, sort of like Dabi is doing. And who knows, if Shoto and Dabi can both figure out how to do phosphorus, maybe Endeavor will just end up doing it, since after all, it does kind of mimic his original suit design. True. Apparently it's not that hard
makes
to
sense.
do. My second to last prediction for this chapter is gently rebound. Since we saw Labrava in the last chapter hacking in the Skeptics Network, I think it's also possible that at any point within the next 1 to 3 chapters, just depending on how long they are, we'll be seeing Gentle arriving at UA or another possible location. UA is the most likely in my opinion though, since it's literally falling out of the sky, and that's perfect setup for an amazing Gentle save, but regardless, I do think we're seeing the ex-criminal soon. And finally, Ochako's big moment. We know according to Horikoshi that characters like Hawks, Ochako, and Sero are supposed to have big moments in this final arc, and with Ochako not really doing anything yet and being in the second most dangerous battlefield, it's definitely time for her to step up to the plate. And I think paired with the other Class 1A students that All for One and the other villains aren't really accounting for, they're gonna come up with some sort of plan, making use of all of their quirks together centered around Ochako, that really starts to turn the tide for the heroes and puts All for One in a really annoying situation. But
Are
the
you
issue is, how
kidding
busy
me?
can Hawks keep All for One while they do this, and are they putting themselves in danger of All for One's wrath if they somehow subdue Toga? Is the key instead somehow getting Toga to flip sides? And
Okay.
even if she does, could she make the Twice clones stop their rampage
She's gonna
even
have
in
to.
other areas? My other upload today was exactly about something just like that, where we do a what if going over what would have happened if Vigilante Deku would have found Toga during the Tartarus escapees, or I guess villain hunt, or Vigilante Deku. There's like 10 different names for it.
Even if he
depending
did
on
found
your
her,
fandom.
he
So
probably would
please
have
check out
killed
that
her
video if you haven't
or beat
already.
her
I
up.
like doing
Who
storytelling
knows?
videos, but I want to see if you guys are
I'll
interested
check
in
that
some
out
what if
probably
stories
tomorrow.
besides some of the stories that we've already recapped from My Hero Academia. So let me know if you're interested in that in the comment section of that video, and for this video's comment section, if you've made it this far, I want you to tell me what your first memory of My Hero Academia is down in the comment section below.
Okay. Stop. This is all just so much going on here. Okay, alright, I'm gonna break it down 1 second. So Bakugo's gonna get up. Deku needs time to rest, and he's at his limit to use, the fudging quirk or gear shift, whatever he's using, because it seems like he's about to reach his limit. And we know that, you know, those two criminals. I forgot their names. What was that? What was her name? Whatever. That she was hacking something. I totally forgot it. But that too. And Endeavor's gonna get a boost up for his quirk, and he's gonna have to take Dobby out because that's the main thing that's going on in this situation. So, and we know that Ochako is going to be pretty much going to be useful because I think like she's going to be like the main thing to stop all of this out because she's the only one who's capable of using gravity. So if they actually could pull this off and give Ochako a boost up, that would be perfect. But it has to, they need some time to do it because Hawks is fighting All for One. And we know that Hawks has a limit to how much feathers he can actually use. So if he had that kind of ability to buy some time, he'd rather have to use all his feathers to do some damage or do some distracting to keep All for One busy. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of videos I haven't caught up to get information about, such as vigilante, what vigilante vigilante Deku found Toga. We haven't seen that, so pretty much I'll up that next video tomorrow, and some other stuff that's in front of me. And yeah, we'll worry about that stuff later. But right now, let's worry about this. And yeah, this is gonna be a good fight, guys. I never seen a fight like this, but I'm looking forward to see what happens next because I really don't want to see All for One gone and Todoroki take down Dabi, and everything else is just amazing. I like it. All right, people, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Stay tuned for more. Shotway 48 out.